retailer, he selects a particular strategy and implements it to gain a competitive edge. What is a competitive edge? We understand what is competition. Competition is the race where we win or fail. So if our competitors are better than us, when can a competitor be better than us? If his product is better than us, or if his price is better than us. Better price means lesser price than us, or his promotional activities are better than us, his advertisements are better than us, or his sales force is better than us, or his location is better than us. All these things, they all come up as a strategy. When our competitor is better than us in any way, then we have to come up with some strategy or some roadmap so that we can have a competitive edge over our competitor. That means something which our competitor cannot mimic, or which our competitor cannot imitate. That is called a competitive edge. And why is this retail strategy important? Because it drives long-term growth by aligning resources with market demands. So when we are talking about growth, we cannot just have that myopia and think about only short-term gains, like crackers on Diwali. Then, so many marketers, they make huge profits during the Diwali by selling crackers. Yes. But are crackers sold entire year? At some places, yes. When, we make fun of some corporate colleges when they get these ranks, 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks, state ranks and all. They fire crackers in front of the colleges and all these things, maybe during weddings and all these things. But if you have to create demand for crackers off season, what is it that you can do? And how can you make people buy at only your store, not anywhere else? For all these things, they make a strategy. So one of the examples of retail strategy is, we all heard of Reliance, market, right? We all know Reliance. So this Reliance, they follow a multi-format strategy. That means they come up with stores like Reliance Fresh for retail outlets, for groceries, convenience stores. For clothes and all, they come up with Reliance Trends for apparel and other things. Then Reliance Digital for, electronic business. So it is one company, but they come up with multi-format strategy with stores like Reliance Fresh or Reliance Trends or Reliance Digital and things like that. Then now let us discuss about what are the components of retail strategy. How can you come up with a proper retail strategy which is going to be effective in the market? Whatever we plan, it should be effective in the market. What do you understand by being effective in the market? That strategy should come out with 2 outcomes. Number 1, you should get good returns, good profits, or you should beat the competition with your competitor, right? So in order to achieve that, what are the components of retail strategy? The first thing that a retail strategy should have is a very clear vision of your target market. Who are your target customers? Whom are you going to target your market? So when you see that, when you know who your customers are, then you can come up with a proper strategy to meet their demand. Even if you have to create a want in your customers for your product, you have to know who your customers are. As I told you, we can use any kind of pen while writing our notes, taking our notes, writing our exams, and things like that. But when you are in a business meeting, if you use a cheap pen which doesn't work, what does it imply? When your delegates see you using a pen which doesn't work, when you're struggling with that pen, that means you do not maintain proper things that you need to attend a meeting, right? So that means you are not careful. In the same manner, a pen is a pen. Pen is used by everyone, right? But the pens that you carry for a business meeting are definitely different than the pens that students carry to write their examinations. So a company has to know who their target markets are, who their target consumers are. Taking that into account, they will come out with a retail format. That means, what is the store type? Like we have seen specialty stores where only specific products which are very high in price are sold, or maybe one particular type of products are available. For example, you can get tires when you walk into a car showroom. Car showrooms usually, apart from cars, they also may sell tires also. But you do not get cars in a tire showroom, do you? So, what is the store type you are planning to, and what is the experience you want to give to your customers? When the customers walk into, I am sure you people have gone to shop at D-Mart, at Vishal Mega Mart, or you have 110 different stores where you shop, right? Now, when you go there, you just do not buy something, you experience things. Next time when you walk into a store, I want you to examine the, the entire place. What's the first thing that you observe when you walk into a store? Number one, there will be small little baskets available for you to keep things in them. But the number of baskets would be less, but number of trolleys will be more. Why do you think that happens? Because when you take up a trolley and when you start pushing it to buy things, you will be buying more things than when you carry a basket. That's the first thing. Next, you do not hear normal music when you walk into a store. You would 90% of the time you would hear only instrumental music, that too in a very slow pace, because upbeat music or fast music, it makes you walk faster. So you may miss some things over there. So the retailer, he does not want you to miss anything. He wants you to see everything. Why, when you walk into huge malls and all these things, when you go to watch a movie in a multiplex or things like that, there also if you see, in a lift, you will be going from one floor to another floor just like that. Directly you will be going. But when you take elevator, then you are made to walk around from one elevator to next elevator so that you cover all the shops in that particular mall. And it's up to you. Like, those malls are so attractive that you would like to make some purchase or at least make some inquiry when you go there. That is the kind of experience they offer. And back to our store experience. I said, you will be provided with a trolley. The music is going to be slow. And obviously, the things are which are bright in color, which are necessities, are laid at your eye level. Then you see there are no windows in the outlet because they don't want you to keep track of time. And these are a few things like, and again, I think I have already discussed this, but you will be getting small little chocolates and other small clips or safety pins and all these things at the billing counter. So these things, you do not miss them. So you will buy them. Even if you have some, you will buy them just in case. So all these things make sales. All these things make profit for the company. Then, how can you build a sustainable competitive advantage? We have understood what is a competitive advantage, something which your competitors cannot imitate, cannot ape. But how long will they keep quiet without aping it, without mimicking you? They can always get to the point where I'm sure you people have come across this terminology of market leader, market follower, and things like that. You know who is a market leader? A market leader is someone who comes into the market with a new product or with a new strategy. Till then, that product was not there, or till then, that strategy was not there. Let me give you an interesting example. I'm sure you people have heard the name of the movie. mm, I forgot that movie. That's a movie of Kareena Kapoor, wherein she is a lady from Punjab, and they plan a wedding for them, for the hero and the heroine. In that movie, you see, they make our Indian, drink called lassi in a washing machine. They pour that curd, water, and sugar in the washing machine, and you can actually see it is, spinning and making this. It's quite amusing, right? We never come across anything like that because first thing, usually South Indians, they don't have that exclusive gene which can break lactose. That means the protein which is there in milk. We are not very that kind of lactose tolerant in South India. In Punjab and all, those people, they have special gene because of which they can break down milk and milk products very easily. So they take lot of milk products. Okay, that is a different thing. But my point is, they have come up with a new use for a existing product. Washing machine was always there, but they have come up with a new utility for the same existing product. So once such kind of things come into the market, then these people are called market leaders. Then when market leader leads the way, then slowly the market followers follow the suit. So when Reliance has come up with from anywhere to anywhere, they are going to charge only 1 rupee as a pioneer offer. So did Airtel do the same. So did Tata do the same. So these are market followers. So if you are coming up with a competitive advantage, that advantage should not be easy for your competitors to imitate. That is the reason why any company would like to come up with a sustainable competitive advantage. So one such sustainable competitive advantage would be the relationship with the suppliers. Suppliers, when we talk about suppliers in marketing, always remember the supplier of the raw materials to the manufacturing unit and the suppliers of finished products to your consumers. Both of them are considered as suppliers. And the company would like to maintain good relationship with suppliers. Then another most important thing that a company considers is internal operations. How good it is with the internal operations, let that be into manufacturing or HR or finance or whatever it is. If the operations move smoothly, then the company can cut down on huge costs. In operations, if you can minimize wastage, then whatever is left is profit. So with HR also, if you can hire 4 people who are highly efficient and motivated, you don't need 100 other people to do the same work for you. right? So the people are motivated because they are being paid well, and also the work is being done perfectly. So efficiency, it gains that lower costs. Then we have seen sustainable competitive advantage. Then what is the objective of retail marketing strategy? The first objective will be to align retail activities with target consumer needs. So whatever the target consumer needs, that means the people who are targeted by the company, let that be higher income groups. I'm just giving you um, segmentation based on demography. It can be anything. It can be a segmentation based on location. For example, people at Banjara Hills in Hyderabad, they would have a different need than people at some area like Amirpet or Kukatpalli or Chikkadpalli or any other place, right? So the people at different locations would be having different requirements, and the retail outlets near those people have to be prepared with the requirement that is needed for these people. So let me come up with another example. Titan's jewelry brand Tanishq creates premium culturally resonant shopping experience for Indian consumers. Right? Tanishq is that brand for niche markets. Then, when we are talking about these strategies, we know we have understood the product life cycle where there are 4 stages: introduction, innovation, introduction, growth, saturation or maturity, and decline. So when introduction goes well, then the next stage is growth strategy. So in this growth strategy, in this growth stage, we come across usually 4 strategies. The first one is market penetration. Next one is market expansion and diversification. So when we talk about market penetration, that means expanding with different products in existing markets. Till now, there was one product. Till now, let us, for example, take Coke. Coca-Cola is there in Indian markets. So it is an existing product. So we wanted to penetrate into other markets, for which they have come up with Coca-Cola with zero sugar. Now, I don't want to get into facts like whether it doesn't have any amount of sugar, whether it is good for diabetics and things like that. But still, they have come up with a different product. And let me remind you, I don't remember Pepsi or Coke. They have come up with a new version with vanilla, the flavor. But that flavor was not accepted in our Indian markets, so it could not sustain itself. It had to be removed from the market. So that is market penetration, expanding in existing markets. You'll be coming up with new products. Then market expansion, that means you will be going into newer markets, newer geographic areas where people are not supplied with these products. Again, coming back, let me share with you a small, little, tiny, interesting story. When there were 2 marketing executives, marketing researchers, who were sent to island to know whether their business of shoes would work in that market. So these 2 executives, they have come back. And when the manager asked them, what do you think about it? The first guy says, sir, I think we should not start our business unit there because people in that island, they don't wear shoes. So what is he trying to convey? People do not wear shoes in that island. So there is no point in our supplying them shoes. Okay. Then when the next employee was called for, and when he was asked what his verdict is, he says we have to have our manufacturing unit in that island because people don't wear shoes. We can always create a market for our product in a new geographic area. Maybe till 5 or 10 years back, we never heard of something called a conditioner for fabrics. Comfort has come into the picture. The business of a fabric conditioner is to keep the clothes soft. But we are not bothered if the clothes are soft or hard because Indians are so versatile, they can wear anything that is given to them. So when they saw we people just don't need this product, they have added some perfume in that, and they came up saying that this not only keeps the clothes soft, but also gives you a very nice fragrance when you wear the clothes. Then we started buying comfort, right? That means the utility of something has been changed in such a way that a need is created in the market to purchase this product. I feel that is a genius thing to do. So that is called market expansion. Then the next growth strategy is diversification. It is a new retail format or unrelated product offering in the market. That means till now they were into some product, like Tata was there into uh, automobiles and other things like that. Suddenly he has entered into gold market and came up with a brand called Tanishq, right? Tata Click online platform. It diversifies from Tata's traditional offline retail. So diversification is another growth strategy. Now, that is growth strategies for your products. Then let us check on another very important strategy, which is retail financial strategy. Finance is always important for any company, right? So when you have to craft a financial strategy, what is the first thing that you have to have in mind? Your financial goals. What are your financial goals when you are coming up with a strategy for the market? Right? So these goals should be balancing the profitability with inventory investment. You should have profits. At the same time, you should have proper inventory so that your investment in the market is safe and gives you good returns. Right? How do you do that? If you have to have huge inventory to meet the demand, as I told you, inventory also costs you a huge amount. If you are stocking a good which is not moving in the market in a bulk form, then you are paying for dead weight. So you have to understand what is the demand going to be, and taking that into account, you have to stock the goods. For that, you have to know. So, what are your plans to getting to know the market? Whether you are going to check your previous sales records, whether you are going to observe the trends in the market, or whether you are going to take advice from people who are experienced in the market with the mobility of the goods. Taking all these things into account, you will be crafting a strategy. Once you craft a strategy, you should also keep in mind the budget. What is the budget that we are going to assign for our financial strategy? How do you manage costs for sustainable growth? The growth should always be sustainable. It should be constant. Constant growth is always targeted by the companies. So, for example, Flipkart's discounted pricing strategy to capture market share despite initial losses has come up with huge profits. right? If you buy the same product in Amazon, you will be getting it at a little higher price. But if you're buying it at Flipkart, then you will be getting it at a slightly lower price. So if you can, come up with such strategy to capture market share, initially you'll be having losses, but slowly those losses will turn into gain where your sales are increasing rapidly. So that is retail financial strategy. Then another very important strategy is human resources strategy. In retailing, human resource strategy again acts as a very important thing. So when you are hiring people, first you will be starting with recruitment. You'll be calling people to apply in your company. You'll be selecting them. You'll be training them. You'll be supervising them. And if they are meeting your expectation or if they're going beyond expectation, you got to reward them, right? Employees are key in delivering customer service. That's why HR strategy is very important. So you have to have the right employees with you. You should have the right number of employees with you. You should be training them properly so that they should not be flabbergasted on any. And if a customer is not very happy with the product or service he has received, obviously he'll be getting back shouting because we people don't believe in getting something easily. So if we are not happy about something, we will be, showing our discomfort in a very loud manner. So the employees have to be trained to face all the circumstances. Then supervision, there is something called micromanagement. Whatever you do, they come and they'll stand on your face and they'll check what you're doing. That will make the employees very uncomfortable. No, micromanagement is never appreciated anywhere. But if you're supervising them properly and encouraging them, motivating them to perform their best, then definitely your employees would be working. Like we have seen software companies taking their employees for disco nights and other recreation activities. Why? They want to motivate their employees to deliver their best. And when the employees perform up to the mark or beyond that, they have to be rewarded accordingly. Because unless a hardworking employee is motivated, or if the company identifies his efforts, then the employee would be motivated enough to perform like that. Otherwise, when the employees are not motivated, they will slowly bring down the standard of their performance, or slowly they would be moving to other companies where they value such performances. So let me provide you another example. Shoppers stop training employees for personalized shopping experience. So they train their employees about the colors, about the fit, about the brands and all to make the experience of shopping for their customers better. Then another type of strategy which is very important in retailing is location strategy, where you should be located in the market. What is the strategic location? What's the advantage of having that strategic location? It is very important because proximity to target customer base can increase foot traffic. If you are very near to your customers, then you can expect a lot of customers coming into your outlet and making good purchases. Right? So, for example, we have seen Starbucks in India. So, Starbucks has its stores at high footfall areas and premium neighborhoods. In Hyderabad, if you see, There you have Starbucks in Banjara Hills, in Madhapur and other areas, which are called premium areas. And at that point, where people need, some privacy to hold their business meetings or other things like that. Those people prefer that Starbucks. Just imagine if Starbucks is at Kukatpalli or other place, do you think they'll be having huge business over there? No. So location strategy acts as a very definitive strategy for getting profits. Then now we have seen about our retailing strategies. So that is how you try to manage your product in retail. Now, let us check on something called retail product management. Right? How do you manage your products? How is retail product management different from retail product strategy? Strategy is a plan of action. Management is actually what you're going to do to move your product in the market. Right? So let us see the definition of retail product management. The definition goes like deciding on product assortment, quality, and pricing. We usually see when we have to beat the competitor with our product or service or anything, there are two major ways to beat the competition. Number one, the product quality. If the quality is good, we don't mind paying a higher price. So when Tupperware has entered into our country, we never knew a tiffin box costs something like 1,000 rupees or more than that. We never paid such amount for a tiffin box, right? But still, they say it doesn't leak, it is of a good quality plastic and things like that. So slowly we started accepting that product. So if the quality is high, then we don't mind paying a little extra. Or in the case of Tupperware, huge extra for such products. That is quality. Then number two is the price. We can beat the competition with the price. If your price is less than your competitor's price, then definitely you have an edge over them. Right? So you can beat the competition taking into account quality and pricing. There is one more factor which influences the competition, that is product assortment. So what are the products that are available at a particular place, because of which the demand for that place increases? That is product assortment. For example, pantaloons, they offer a range of private label brands for value conscious Indian shoppers. Value means that value is maybe quality as a value or a price as a value. So private label brands are some brands which are not labeled actually, but pantaloons, they purchase these products based on the quality of them, the stitch and everything, and they sell these products as pantaloons brand. The same thing you see in DMart also. There is something called DMart brand. These are non-branded products, but taking into account the quality of the products, the outlets, they offer their name for the brands. So that these brands, because they are not very famous, they can be sold at a reasonable price and the quality is also reasonably good. Right? That is product assortment. Then, let us check on category management. What is this category management? When we are treating each product category as a separate business unit, then we call it as category management. Like For example, our Hindustan Unilever Limited is there, right? Hindustan Lever Limited was the old name of this. Now it is called as HUL or Hindustan Unilever Limited. They come up with two types of body soaps. One is Dove, D-O-V-E, Dove. We all know, that is a premium brand which costs a high price. And they also have another brand called Lifebuoy, right? These two are body soaps only, but their brands are entirely different. The target market for these two brands are entirely different. The segments that they are targeting are entirely different. So this is how, what you do, they come up with a category for separate business unit. So according to that, each category, each product, each brand is managed in retail. Now, when such thing happens, when a company has 110 similar products in different categories, then they slowly start to, eat away the business of their own products. You call them cannibalism. If your own brand is eating away the demand for your own other brand, then you call it as cannibalism. So what do you do in such conditions? You will be coming up with something called demarketing strategy, wherein you will be reducing the demand for the product which is eating away the demand of other products. Slowly that product is not available, the spare parts are not available, because of which the demand for this product will be slowly coming down, so that the demand of your own products of other category will be going up. That is category management. Then, when we are talking about all these things, product management, category management, and all these things, the first thing that we have to take into account is sales forecast. How can we predict the demand to manage stock levels? What is the demand going to be? How do you do that? You will be taking into there are several techniques with which you will be observing the previous year's demands. What are the conditions in the previous years and how the demand has raised or fallen? Taking all these things into account, you will be forecasting your sales. When you forecast your sales, you will be managing your stock levels. So when you're managing your stock levels, you will be stocking them according to the demand. So for example, again, Reliance Trends uses forecasting to stock seasonal collections, right? Seasonally, these are the products that we use. Usually cottons are worn in summer, right? So you cannot say that in winter there will be no demand for cottons. We see that middle-aged group people will be preferring cotton over other things. So the cotton fabric will be in demand. But how much of demand will be there? That is taken care of by the market, and based on that information, those products are brought into the market. Then one system of planning which is very important is merchandise planning system. Right? How do you plan your merchandise? What is your merchandise? Your merchandise is something which reminds you of your company. That is your merchandise. So how do you plan your merchandise? You will try to align product range with financial goals. So you will be choosing the breadth. Decathlon, I'm sure you people know, it's a very popular sports, outlet. It ensures inventory for popular sports items while maintaining niche products. Niche products means those products which are used by only limited number of people. For example, golf. Those golf set, it costs around, lakhs of rupees. So Decathlon supplies those, golf clubs and all that, but they also keep inventory of popular sports items like roller skates or cricket bats or those cork balls and other things, right? The people who walk in to purchase these products, they get to know where these niche products are available, what is the price of it. Then, if they ever have to buy these products, they know where to go and purchase them. So that is merchandise planning system. Then the next step in retail management is retail pricing. And how do you manage retail pricing? So there are a few pricing strategies to price your retail products. Those are cost based. What are the costs that are incurred by us? When we are talking about costs, I'm sure you people know fixed costs and variable costs. Fixed costs are those costs which will be there whether you purchase one product or 10 products. For example, the light that is fitted while producing a product, whether you are producing 10 products or one product, the light will be there. So it is a fixed cost. Variable cost, the raw materials which are used, number of nuts, bolts, and all which are used for manufacturing one product. If one product needs 5 nuts, then that product takes only 5 nuts, not more than that or not less than that. But the light, the, the light is considered as a fixed cost for the company. Same with the electricity and other things. That is cost-based pricing management. Then competition-based pricing management. If your competitor is trying to beat you with competition, then definitely you have to reduce the price of your product. But that should be only for a limited period. I am sure you have observed this. If you are reducing the price of your product in the market, your competitors would also reduce the price in the market. So again, you are standing at the same level with the competition in the market. But when you are raising the price of your product, your competitors do not raise the price of their products. So it is always very risky to reduce the price of your product in the market. So what are the other things that you can do? Maybe product assortment. Maybe you can sell 2 products at at a cheaper price, like a shampoo and conditioner. Both of these products are there. Maybe you are making profits on one product. Maybe you're not making huge profits on another product. So if you're assorting these two and supplying it at a reasonable price, definitely that would be advantageous. Then dynamic pricing. Let me give you an example of Amazon. Amazon India's dynamic pricing based on demand, season, and competition brings it huge demand. Depending on the demand, depending on the season and the competition, the Amazon comes up with dynamic pricing for its products. Then the next topic of our discussion will be, how do you promote your products? I'm sure yesterday we have discussed about promotion. What are the factors of promotion? Sales force, advertisements, and all these things. Supply chain management also is considered as promotion. Like one type of promotion where in point of purchase, advertisements and all, they will have their impact on your customer. So the communication efforts to attract and retain customers is called promotion. What is an objective of any company when it is promoting its product? The first thing is to create brand awareness. We have seen our funnel example wherein first we try to create awareness of the product, then we will be trying to create interest in the customers, potential customers who have, money to spend for this product. As I told you, if every one of us want to purchase only BMW, can everyone, afford it? How much ever advertisement the company gives, we all know it's a good car, it is very comfortable and things like that. Yes. But we have to check on the affordability also. So if they're targeting us with that product, they can never succeed. Right? So first point, awareness, then creating interest, then creating a desire to purchase this product. I want this product. I want to use this product. And the last stage is action. That is, you would be actually going to the store to purchase the product. That is the effect of promotion while selling a product. Then, once you do that, you will be building something called customer loyalty. If the customer is loyal to your product, like let me give you the example of Samsung cell phones. Everybody usually, when they use Samsung cell phones and when they're happy about it, if they have to purchase a television or any other electronic good, they would prefer Samsung only because they know the product that they are using, it is providing good service. So they expect the same kind of service with the other appliances as well. That's how the customer loyalty begins. So when we are talking about loyalty of customers, a customer will be loyal in spite of the product being used, worn out, left, like thrown away, but again comes back and buys other product from the same company. If you remember childhood days, if the children are going to school, they will be purchasing shoes from Bata only because high quality shoes, they will not be worn out very easily. Resilience will be there for those shoes. And everyone used to use only Bata shoes. Then slowly, so Bata used to be the market leader when it comes to shoes. Then slowly, another company has entered into the market. What was that? I remember it as Corona shoes. Right? So that's how other products have entered into the market and they have taken up the demand for these products. Then let us see what are the elements of promotion mix. They are advertisements, sales promotions such as discounts, coupons, limited time offers. Like if we see our Myntra has come up with everybody talks about end of season sale, but Myntra has made it as end of reason sale. Whether you need it or not, because it is coming for cheap, you can take it. So Myntra's end of reason sale attracts millions with brand discounts. So okay. Let us see what are the other promotion techniques. We have seen coupons wherein if you apply that particular coupon, you will be getting a reduction or discount on your money that you are paying for the product. That is number one. Number two, rebates, money back offers. Like if you are spending so much on this particular product and when you are paying with your card, let that be credit card or particular debit card or anything, you will be getting some money back. These are rebates. These are a few sales promotion techniques. So this is all about our retail marketing strategies. So we have discussed about a strategy, which is a roadmap by which the retailer selects and implements practices. Then we have seen what is a competitive advantage. We have seen retail marketing strategy. We have seen retail financial strategy. We have seen human resource strategy in retail. location strategy, promotion strategies. So that's all for now. Let us come up with another topic for discussion in our next class. Thank you so much.